kingdoms fell. They rose in silence, scorched by spell, marked by flame, by grief adorned. The curse, the bold, the Ashborn sworn. Their eyes still glow with Twilight's wrath. They walk the ember-broken path, through shattered sky and molten stone. They march where none dare walk alone.
Branded by the fire's breath, not alive yet not in death. They carry sparks the world forgot. Ashborn rise though hope is not.
Ashborn, walk through firelight, ghosts of flame in endless night, bearing wrath from lands undone. Emberwalkers, children of the sun. Ashborn through ruins to right, the last to burn, the first to rise. Their armor forged in phoenix bone, each footstep sings of worlds unknown. Their blades are stars, their hearts are scars. They walk through death to reach the stars. No throne to claim, no flag to raise, but still they blaze through cursed haze. They guard the roots, protect the seed of Feydrasil in time of need.
From ashes deeper than the night, they blaze a path, they are the fight. Not for glory, not for fame, but for the forest and the flame.
Ashborn, through shadows reign, steel and soul and fire in vein. Bound to fate by oath and brand, the Emberwalkers make their stand. Ashborn, Ashborn, with burning grace, guard the roots of time and space. They found the tree in silent dream, its leaves aglow with starlit gleam. And though the past in flame was drowned, they knelt and placed their torches down. They sang the songs of home once more, Ethereal hymns from days of yore. And in that light the tree replied, the Ashborn live, they never die.
Now the forest breathes anew, because the fire still burns true. Ash to root and flame to seed, the lost return when worlds most need.
Ashborn, rise with blazing pride, in Feydrasil your souls abide. Through storms, through stars, through time they roam. The flame-walked exiles now have home. Ashborn, Ashborn, the legend grows, from fires and the forest rose. We are the breath of burned out stars, the song that smolders in the dark. We walk not to conquer, but to remember. We are the Emberwalkers, eternal flame bearers. In fields where fire met the rain, they dance through ash, they sing through pain. And still the tree dreams it sees, the ember souls among the land. Ashborn, rise and light the way, forged to dawn from night's decay. Walk the flame, protect the dream of root and star and silver gleam. Ashborn, the spawn, the fire still leaves, and Feydrasil remembers and forgives. Cloaked in smoke, with eyes of coal, she roams the edge beyond control. Her name once blessed in sacred halls, now whispered low in crumbling walls. A spark denied, a fate undone. She bears the weight of what's begun. The pyre she lit now haunt her soul, a fire untamed, a shattered role. They cast her out to burn alone, a queen dethroned by flame and stone. But from the embers deep inside, a force remains that will still profound. Through ash and ruin she survives, the spark of hope that still ignites. Let stars forget and gods retreat. The fire walks on mortal feet. Through forests dark and wastelands wide, she walks where fear and fate collide. The children cry her name in dread, but dream of light when day has fled. She sees the skies in crimson bend. She knows the past she could not mend, but in her hands the flames still glow. A gift of wrath the world must know. The vision calls, the roots demand. A choice must rise, a burning hand. And though they banished fire's grace, she sees the path through time and space. She is the exiled flame, denied by kin, by crown, by stars that lied. But fire forgets no ancient vow. She walks with fury burning now. Let truth be forged in molten chains. Her exile feeds the sacred flame. At Feydrasil's heart she stands alone. The old world's way turned into stone. The roots recoil, the sky turns red, as if the tree itself has bled. But where they feared, she lights the dark. A final spark, a final mark. From ash to dawn, the fire flies. A phoenix born where silence dies. No crown she wears, no throne she seeks, but still the flame inside her speaks. In fire's voice a truth is sung. The dawn begins with the undone. She is the exiled flame returned, where every doubt and fear once burned. The cursed, the lost, the scarred, the brave, the fire touched, who will not cave. She stands where fate and fury meet, and brings the storm on shadowed feet. Beneath the roots where silence reigns, 1,000 souls remain in chains. Once guardians of grove and flame, now shadows without face or name. They sang when Feydrasil was young, their songs on silver branches hung. But time has torn their chords apart, now echoes haunt the forest's heart.
Can you hear the weeping trees? Their leaves recall lost melodies. In brittle tones, the wind conspires to breathe life to the withered choir.
Withered choir, rise from decay, sing the grief time stole away. Your voice is cracked yet fierce with grace, still echo through the sacred place. Oh, withered choir, mend the flame. The fallen stars, the unmarked names. They stood as one when darkness came. Their voices burned, became the flame. But no one wept when silence won. The forest swallowed every song. Now moss has veiled their ancient stage. The hymns now tainted, laced with rage. Yet still they sing through root and thorn, a ghostly choir forever sworn. the chain, a child born of root and rain. She walks the ruins, hears the sound of dreams that tremble underground. She lifts the song, she dares to try to raise the choir to the sky. And from the ash, from bitter mold, their harmony returns and holds.
In her breath the silence breaks, the ghostly chorus stirs and wakes. A single note, a rising fire to reawaken the withered choir.
Withered choir, sing once again from ancient grief, from death and pain. The melody of root and flame restores the sacred forest name. O withered choir, sound the call. Let sorrow rise and shadows fall. We are the breath within the trees, the voice of stone, the song of seas. Forgotten not, though time conspired, we rise again, the withered one.
But the wind no longer mourns, it sings with voices newly born. Through root and leaf, through star and spire, resounds the song of the withered choir.
Withered choir, eternal flame, from ash you rise, reborn in name. Through every grove, through every tree, your song shall guide what is to be. A withered choir, sing evermore. Feydrasil lives in every chord. In the heart of the twilight glade, where the whispers of roots never fade, she was born from dew and emerald flame. No father, no mother, no name.
The winds would hush when she would sing, a soul of sap, a crown of spring. We found her dancing through the haze, a child of moss and silver days.
She spoke in winds, in songs of trees, with eyes like dawn on frozen seas. We knew not what her purpose bore, but Feydrasil had opened a door. We called her Leafkin, breath of the wild, forest's own flame, Feydrasil's child. She carried the sun in a gentle hand, guiding the lost to the promised land. We called her Leafkin, memory made flesh. From the old world's ruin to the new world's breath. She showed us rivers no map had drawn, and stones that sang before the dawn. She touched the trees, they came alive, and whispered truths to help us survive.
No wound could touch her woven skin, no fire did burn where she had been. Yet in her eyes a haunted glow, as if she knew what we'd never know.
The stars would flicker when she prayed to gods the ancients had betrayed. She held a secret deep inside, the past that Feydrasil could not hide. We called her Leafkin, breath of the wild, forest's own flame, Feydrasil's child. She danced where the burned roots dared not rise, and sang the tears from the weeping skies. We called her Leafkin, a tale not yet told. A spark from the ash, a fire grown cold. One night beneath a blood-red moon, she vanished, too silent, too soon. No trail, no cry, no last goodbye, just falling leaves beneath the sky.
We searched the woods, we begged the flame, but all returned without her name. Only her song on the quiet breeze still echoes through the dreaming
forget. The stars still mourn, the glades still fret. Feydrasil weeps for what it gave, and for the child it could not save. We called her Leafkin, breath of the wild, whisper of gods, Feydrasil's child. Her spirit dwells in the morning dew, in every branch that the light breaks through. We called her Leafkin, myth made real, a soul of the forest, a wound that won't heal. The Leafkin, child of the green, the soul of the world that might have been. Through storm and shadow, root and rain, she leads us home through light and pain. We called her Leafkin, still we sing, the heart of Feydrasil, the forest queen. We called her Leafkin, child of the green, the soul of the world that might have been. Through storm and shadow, root and rain, she leads us home through light and pain. We called her Leafkin, still we sing, the heart of Feydrasil, the forest queen. Across the shattered sky we flew, with hearts still bleeding from the flame. Our world behind, our tears like dew. We bore no banners, bore no name. This land was silence deep and wide, with trees like towers, skies unknown. We stood like ghosts with fate denied. 100 voices turned to stone. The stars did not greet us, the soil did not speak. Yet still we marched forward, the weary, the weak. We came as strangers, eyes full of scars, chasing the light through the blackest of stars. Feydrasil whispered but gave us no grace, just went through the leaves and a memory's face. We came with nothing, not even our name, and found only silence that answered our flame. Silent from the shade, the rivers turned their backs on us. No welcome song, no path was laid, just wild earth and whispered dust. But we had songs still in our bones, the ashes of a world once sung. We built with fire, with steel and stone, while mourning all we'd left undone. The wind would not hold us, the roots would not bend, but still we remembered and dared to defend. We came as strangers, outcast and flame, branded by loss, by sorrow and shame. Feydrasil watched with 1,000 green eyes, but offered no hand, no reasons, no signs. We carved our promise into the stone, that here we would rise, though broken alone. Now children laugh beneath these boughs, the stars above don't seem so cold. The wounds are deep, but time allows a new beginning to see. This world is our future, our song and our plea. We came as strangers, but now we are free.
Beneath the roots of shattered stone, where fires once danced in halls of gold, the air is thick with dust and bone, a whispering name, a tale untold. They speak of flame that would not die, of ghostly steps through ash and time, of eyes that burn beneath the sky, of vengeance locked in ancient rhyme. In silence he lingers, bound to the past, a shade forced in sorrow, cursed to outlast. Cindraghul, watcher in flame, bound to the ruin, forgotten by name. Ash in his breath, thunder his cry. He walks the ruins where heroes die. Cindraghul, the last hope remains, a spirit of ruin, of fire and chains. They carved a sigil in the stone to guard the gate of broken lore. But gods grew silent, kings alone, and time betrayed what came before. Now children fear the howling deep, where embers glow in hollow halls. He walks where all the lost ones sleep, a shadow draped in dying calls. He waits in the silence, eyes like a brand, with fury unbroken, sword in his hand. Cindraghul, keeper of pain, sworn to defend what none could reclaim. Fire in chains, honor in dust. He fights though the steel begins to rust. Cindraghul, a flame in despair, haunting the stone with an unspoken prayer. But one day came the exile's child, with starlit blade and fearless heart. She crossed the ruins fierce and wild, to face the ghost, to break the dark. And in her eyes he saw the dawn, a world reborn beyond the end. And from his soul the curse was drawn, the spirit wept and called her friend. A soul long forsaken, found in her grace, the fire dimmed but left not a trace. Cindraghul, no longer his own